Hi, this is Lee Benz, the home scholar, and I would like for all of the parents that have older children to just turn away from the video and don't listen at all because you might smile. But I get a lot of questions from young parents who say things like, can I homeschool my 1-year-old? Or how do I teach my 3-year-old? And I think it's really important for young parents, especially when you feel like you're called or planning on homeschooling, that you don't start too early and that you let your child just be a child. One of the most important lessons of a parent is to recognize that play is the work of children, and you really want them to be playing and enjoying and learning how to have fun, learning and doing things. So I usually do not recommend any curriculum for very, very young children like that, and instead just encourage them to enjoy and love life. Now, that being said, if you have much younger children in the home, sometimes they see their older kids doing school, and what they'd really like to do is play school. Now, that's great. One of the things you can do is to find some free printables and print those off for the subject that you're studying with your older child. So if you're doing ancient Egypt, you get a little printable about King Tut, and you let your younger child draw randomly as you're reading aloud a book or studying a project. They can make the little hands-on materials. So that's helpful, is if you can let them be excited about school by just participating with their older siblings. And that's a lot of fun. But that doesn't last real long. So another tip is to just keep buckets of fun materials and only allow them out a little bit at a time. So maybe you have 10 different activity buckets that you have for your youngest one, and then they only get one bucket each day, and it changes so that they always feel like they didn't quite play with it enough and they can't wait for it to come back. But then the next day they have something incredibly new and exciting that they haven't seen for 10 whole days, and they're eager about that. That's a real sanity saver for a lot of parents that have a wide age range of children. So especially if you're dealing with an older teenager and you really need to focus on that calculus thing or that physics thing, and it's kind of stressing you out. A lot of times if you can just pull out one of those totes with that activity for your younger child, it will at least keep them calm and quiet for 30 minutes or more while you're doing the heavy lifting of high school. I hope that helps.